What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome back. Oh, what is that? Like a siren? Oh, a beautiful orange butterfly. Thank you, Spirit. I hope you guys. First off, have you guys been paying attention to the signs? Have you guys been getting any synchronicities about what you asked for? Let me tell you guys something. It usually comes in like the most like unexpected ways. Like when you're not even looking for it, you're like confirmation with that siren. You're like, wow, I just literally, you will understand that message from God and from the universe, because God and the universe are the dragonfly are only gonna give you a message, right? I'm going to show you something that you identify with in this life. You guys hear the beautiful birds. Right? They're not going to show you something you don't know. Which is why everyone's connection with God is different. Right? Because we're all different people. We're all unique. That's why you're supposed to be unique and not copy other people. Yeah, and that's what sets you apart, being yourself. It's not about setting yourself apart either, right? It's about being unique and being different and working together as one, which is kind of crazy to me, right? I feel like I know a lot of people, right, who portray themselves as like someone who supports all kinds of people, and someone who's in the community, and we're doing this for the community, and yes to this law, and yes this that, right? But yet when it comes to bullying people for your success, right? When it comes down, right, to scheming and planning, right, and gossiping about someone who hasn't done anything to you, what happened to everything that you believed in? And that's when we have to see through people, guys. That's when we need to have discernment, right? It's like you have to get to the core of what it is they are saying and act, because they could be like showing you a different thing while they say it, but it's like you being able to break through that and getting to the core of their intentions, that you can realize where it's coming from. And like normal, that's not something that we usually do when we go on our day-to-day, right? We don't use discernment on a random lady telling us hi on the street. No, I'm talking about when it's something that seems like a lot of confusion and a lot of chaos and a lot of conflict, right? And you don't ask questions, and you're just believing the person that you're with just because, right? And you don't ask the person who's being talked about, that you know them, and you don't ask anything, and you just go with the flow, right? Go with the flow of the devil, because that's what it is, right? Because let me tell you, on this side we just go with the flow of the universe, with the flow of God, and that, right, the light is seen. Thank you, son. The light shines on all of the darkness that all of these low vibrational people do, you know? Which is why, you know, they see somebody like me who exposes them, right? But let me tell you, right? It is my life purpose, right? My path here on earth. Even before I even knew it was my life purpose. That if I see something in someone, right, and I can make that better, like, hey, you know, if you do this thing better, this could go so much more better for you, right? To do that to people, right? Using my gifts from the universe. However, it is still my life purpose to put people in their place. Especially, right? Especially when things were done to me behind my back. And no one decided to check up on Ray. Hey, let me ask Ray to see if this is true. Let me ask Ray about this. Let me ask Ray about that. But instead, right, everyone decided to follow the fake leader. Right? Just because they seem to be in some higher position in society that is completely false. Right? You first have to be in God's good side in order to be seen as somebody who can have a leader position, right? Because we give leaders a lot of positions that don't lead. That says enough. It's like, yes, I had this spiritual connection. Like, I had the spiritual connection with someone, right? And it was authentic and genuine, at least coming from me and from what they showed me, because I've never been someone who just believes everything somebody's telling me, right? And I understood there were real feelings and real actions, and that's all I needed. But somehow I ended up getting his jealous, bully type, hating, greedy, malicious, manipulative partner. Sweetie, you shouldn't be mad. Well, I guess you should be mad when there's real feelings. But for some reason, right, I was getting all of the pressure thrown. Of course. I mean, look at me, right? And I still protected him, even though he wasn't protecting me through this time. And by protecting him, I mean I respected our relationship, which is why I never mentioned his name, because I respected whatever, what we had. But I also respected myself to walk away from something that was toxic. For the sake of what we had, I never wanted, to turn this into everyone's problem. And it's still not everyone's problem, right? I had to explain what was going on from low vibrational people around him and these sneaky things they were doing to me. If it wasn't done to me, I wouldn't give, But they were. And they were also being sneaky behind him, which is why I had to post these videos. Right? To let the whole world know what these sneaky people are doing, right? Because I knew that all of the clues I left in my videos, explaining the whole story, would serve someone. And they looked back and tried to figure out everything that happened. And for that, I'm grateful. And and he also didn't have the same amount of respect for the connection that we had. Because if he did, he wouldn't. Someone who respects you, regardless whether you're with them or not, right, doesn't go along with the flow and doesn't go along with everyone talking shit about you just because they're all hating on you. Right? Someone who respects you does not sit there and let anyone, partner, mama, auntie, anyone, disrespect someone who is none of the things that they're talking about. I thought he was someone, I could trust. I seen something in him, right? I seen someone who I could build a life with. Yeah. But that was just before I realized all of the toxicity that would come from being around that. I just started to feel unsafe with him. Like I couldn't be myself. I couldn't be vulnerable anymore, because it was like I could notice him trying to be something that it was not. Something like his personality changed, and I know why it changed, but that's when I started to feel unsafe. Like when I think about somebody and I picture them in my future, like, right, when I picture my future husband, I picture someone I could feel safe with, I could be vulnerable with, I could be my true authentic self with and not be judged, right? My future husband is supposed to, I'm supposed to feel at home, like that is, my home is supposed to be my sanctuary. And when I don't feel like that, I no longer want to entertain that. Like for me to have even allowed that for some time, and have the courage to move in the way that I did with such integrity and respect, for that I feel proud of myself. And my heart, my feelings are still intact, right? In fact, my heart and my feelings are just even bigger. But yeah, guys, that's why you have to move through situations with love and light, for others and for yourself, and know what's good for you and what's not good for you, right? And there's always another path if the path that you are currently on, right, is not making you feel safe, or allowing you to be vulnerable, or allowing you to be your true authentic self, right? That's a big no-no. But yeah, that was the message.